Hello, hello. I'm hoping people can hear me now. Please let me know. Even you, Mando.
I can hear you on stream. Yeah, we're all good.
Awesome. Right. OBS, you gotta love it. Right. I'm gonna go back to my intro. So, this is the first match of Roulette Freestyle. It's a round one match, and it's a 16-player single elimination tournament. Today we have zRune and Chris playing. A quick rundown of the differences for Roulette Freestyle. Spins are generated normally, but the disguise and kill conditions aren't assigned to any targets. So essentially Berlin roulette for the whole trilogy is kind of the easy way to think of it. We've got a few additional kill methods, so silent and loud pistol eliminations and silent SMG eliminations are legal. And also thrown and melee are now available for all lethal weapons. So potentially we're going to see a lot more live kills. Hopefully. I have a co-caster today in Mando.
Good morning, good afternoon, evening, wherever we are. How are we?
I'm hoping Mando's audio is also good.
Excellent point. I didn't think of that.
So I apologise for the dodgy audio. Hopefully that is all good and we will all be good for the rest of the stream. Unfortunately, we don't have countdown timers. For the maps, they will just go live at the times, but we will obviously the first spin is due to go live on the hour. And Arnav, yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you for asking. I've been very ill for the last few days, but I'm feeling much better and very excited for this. So, yeah, I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm hoping this is going to be really good.
Yeah, well, we've just gone live with spin number one.
First spin. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so we've got kitchen knife unspecified as the crashed Kronstadt driver, and we have the old axe also unspecified as a Soteriano mechanic. I hope I've pronounced that correctly.
Okay, so nothing too spicy.
Yeah, the craziest thing,
but...
I suppose the crash driver and the old axe are right next to each other, but are for opposing kills.
Yeah, so maybe you go get the crash dry. I mean, kitchen knife, you're probably going to see a waiter or a food stand start. Yeah, food stand start from Chris. And I think I saw waiter for zRune. So obviously, kitchen knife, sugar, both right there. The Soterano mechanic's not too far out of the way.
No, and I think that it's quite an easy grab on those mechanics. If memory serves, I think they're reasonably easy to.
I believe the Soterano one, you can just lure him around the corner. I think Chris probably. I think we might see the same from zRune. I think Soterano mechanic and old axe probably for Sierra, and then go grab the crash driver and go around the back of the hotel.
Yeah, both have gone for the Soteriano. Again, I hope I'm saying that right. Garage straight away, but Chris did unfortunately get spotted. Whereas Rune's just throwing a snail in and hoping he can hit them both, which he has. I'm very much expecting we'll probably see both players go for the same spin here of getting the old axe with Sierra.
Yeah.
There's no point trying to transport it across the map.
Yeah. And I think the maps with 3 or more targets are the ones where we're really going to see some real inventiveness, I think, because on 2 target maps, you do have the problem where if you get, I don't know, you might call this a simple spin, and it kind of leans towards one specific kind of route. So I think it's going to be interesting as we go through the maps, and hopefully we do get some spicier spins, which might kind of throw up different options. I mean, Miami's quite a straightforward map anyway. There's not a lot of variation generally in Miami. So
straightforward isolations. Strangely, we have just seen. So we've just had to restart from Chris as well. But zRune has also hidden, even though he tranked the mechanics with a snail, he did take some time to move one of the mechanics out of the way, which he could potentially still get spotted because now he's moved him, of course.
Yeah, maybe just a bit of roulette brain, not realising that.
Yeah, so one of the tranked one has just been found.
Okay.
does the ensuing panic.
Yeah, because if you move a non-target who's been tranked, you get red guns, don't you? If you move a target with target that has been tranked, you won't get red guns, I believe.
I thought any trunked body, once you move it, I thought it. There you go. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah.
So he's got
Yeah,
red
so he
guns. So
didn't
as soon as you
need
move any
to.
trunked body,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I'm
he
on.
could.
Yeah, someone in chat might correct me there, but I think you can actually move a target that is pacified. Yeah, there you go. I'm just confirming that. Yeah, so you can actually move a target that is tranked, but not a non-target. So it's kind of a weird little rule slash glitch slash feature. We'll never know.
It's not a bug, just an intended feature.
We'll call it a feature. Okay, so Chris, about a minute lead now.
Yeah, it looks like they're both they're both definitely focused on trying to get Sierra out of the car as quick as possible by the look of it.
Yeah.
But they just need to grab the old axe first.
Obviously, the other thing I forgot to mention is that there are additional banned conditions as well. So on Miami, we've got sniper rifle being the specific one that is banned, because any condition where it's very obvious that you're going to go for one of the two, or one of the two targets on a map is banned, to try and kind of open up the freestyle element of it. So a sniper rifle, for instance, on Miami is banned because you're never going to choose Robert if a sniper rifle comes up.
Yeah, it's also, of course, worth noting, similar to in sort of rivals and things like that, no car kills are permitted for Sierra. All required to be out of the car.
Yes, which obviously the removal of sniper rifle kind of enforces that as well. So yeah, it will always be out of the car. I say Miami is a bit of a straightforward map, so I think we may not see too many spicy spins on this map, but hopefully we get a few more. We'll leave that down to him for fun.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting. Chris is going to do the Sierra isolation without getting the axe, so then he can just run back in with the axe afterwards.
Yeah.
Whereas we're seeing zRune opt for the other way around, of going to go and grab the axe first and use that to take Sierra out once he stops the race. Chris smart enough to use the correct door there. Gotta be careful. He's got to be careful of the cameras as well.
Yes, obviously with the added conditions as well, and I kind of, when I was explaining it, one thing that is active now, so for either of these we could have had, say, kitchen knife melee or kitchen knife thrown. Unfortunately we haven't on the first spin, but I think we will start to see a few of those as the tournament goes on, and I think that's going to really kick up some interesting spins as well, because suddenly you can't, if you've got like a melee lethal weapon, suddenly you can't do your standard isolations, and you've got to work around that potentially. So
interestingly, we've just seen both players get caught by the same camera as well. So we've got both players on yellow guns currently.
Yeah, and the closest, I mean,
tranks.
Obviously Miami is probably one of the only maps that cameras really don't matter, because unless you've got some other form of Bobby kill that doesn't involve you going up to his balcony. But
yeah, I mean, there is also the other camera box, which is just above the.
It's just above here, isn't it?
Just above the the Kronstadt garage. I'm not sure we'll see players use that one, to be honest. Like I said, I don't think either player actually has a silenced pistol with them. I think they both bought trunks.
Right. Okay. So they're gonna have to go in there and.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few options. They could maybe just grab a loud pistol for the Robert one and just take the shot after the kill.
Yeah, this is interesting. Now Chris has got Sierra down. zRune has got her in this side, and he has the old axe already, so he's going to catch up quite quickly. He saved about a minute by going and getting the old axe first, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're pretty much level on both players. Chris does still have the slight advantage, but.
Although, yeah, zRune doesn't have the crash driver, so that is actually going to cause him a little bit of
time. It's not quite as level as I originally thought, but it's still it's a very quick and free disguised.
He's got a snail in there for emergencies.
Yeah, he's got unlucky with the timing just as the crash driver was leaving. He should get this no problem. Yeah, He's got both of them, that's fine.
It's the snail and his crazy radius.
Yeah, and I've just seen as well, Chris does in fact have a silenced pistol. I don't know if it was a smuggle point, I assume.
Quite possibly, yeah. He's going to shoot the...
Yeah,
you can see the standard.
lovely shot as well.
Just got that enforced there, but he's not
gonna
too much of an issue.
Played it safe. He's done the wise thing there. Of course, he already has the kitchen knife as well.
That's one of the Kronstadt mechanics that is
Oh, he's peekabooed him. I'm not sure whether that was intentional or not.
I don't believe so, but
No, I don't.
It would do the job.
I don't know how his... Do you know how his guard reacts? Does his guard leave as soon as he dies, or does he... I don't know, because I'm used to just knocking him out all the time.
Yeah, when I think Chris is just going to wait it out anyway.
Yeah.
I know when you lure him in here with the sinks for an electrocution kill, the guard does wait outside, but I don't know if he only waits outside for a certain amount of time before checking.
Right, okay.
So I think he is a sort of proper VIP guard,
Yeah.
as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, because obviously some guards, like you think of like Jorge and Santa Fortuna, as soon as he dies, they just wander off. They don't care anymore.
Off,
so.
Yeah, I think Roberts might act a little bit more sort of like Sophis.
Yeah.
I think his name is.
zRune.
GK is saying that no one comes in.
Okay. It looks like Chris is going to be...
It should be fine.
He's
He's
wait
got
for
the
this
crowbar
guy.
and
Yeah.
with him.
So 10 minutes in. And it looks like we're going to have a 1-0.
Decent in-game time as well. Just over 7 minutes.
Yep.
He's out, and it should be green guns, but we're just waiting for the next screen. Yeah, he's green guns. He's fine. And whilst zRune's he's done well to claw this back because he is still a little bit less on in-game time, but it's just going to be just outside of the photo finish opportunity.
Yeah, obviously they both had one restart. Ooh, and
he's had red guns anyway, so that's
that was interesting. I've never had that guy found before.
No, I must admit I don't think I have, but he did do a loud pistol shot on the floor. On the floor beneath, he did a loud pistol shot. I'm not 100% sure why. I think he didn't have a silenced pistol to shoot the laptop.
Right.
So he used his loud pistol to take the laptop out.
Yeah, we see on the overlay there, Chris 1-0 up. And at the bottom of the screen, that is our map. That's our map wins and losses. So there we go. Mendoza coming up next. Mendoza not a favourite for most people for roulette.
That's another one with sort of fairly. You tend to see a lot of the same, don't you, with how the targets are isolated.
Yeah.
It's more about the sort of collection of the items required rather than some sort of just being able to see different isolations.
Yeah, and I'll just read off quickly. I'm just quickly scrambling. The banned conditions for Mendoza are consumed poison, falling object, and fire. The reason for falling object is kind of both of those are a little bit more convoluted for Tamara, and with where you isolate Don, the chances that you're realistically going to go for Tamara, in my opinion, are low, which is why we've banned those two. And consumed obviously can't be done on Don easily in any way, so we have a few banned conditions, but nothing too onerous there. What would you like to see from Mendoza?
I've got to say I agree with user there. You want something definitely a live kill, preferably loud, especially on Tamara because she's very awkward.
Loud pistol elimination I think is the one that could really throw up a lot of problems in this on any map. Really, a loud pistol elimination in a legal disguise on any target could really cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, especially on a map like Mendoza. I was actually playing around on Haven Island earlier on. I did put a spin in Discord. with a suit loud pistol. But
Yeah, that might be the
those
one
targets
exception
get
because you
into
can
soundproof
isolate.
rooms.
Yeah, you can isolate both targets in soundproof rooms on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You don't really get.
So let's
that
not
in-
have it on
I think
Haven.
I think you can soundproof the bathroom Tamara goes to, I believe, if you KO both targets. Sorry, both of the civilians who are in there. There's a guard and the. I don't really know how to describe the other gentleman. He seems to have some kind of problem with the amount he goes to the toilet. But I think if you KO both of those guys, I think you might be able to get the bathroom soundproof because there is.
Yeah,
there
I
would
think
be
so. I think the
multiple
guard on the other end is probably too far away to hear. So
Yeah, I think it'd be behind two closed doors at that point, so I think it should be fine.
yeah,
I think if we see that,
next
that would
spin will be
pretty much-
arriving in around 2 minutes. Sorry, just to update. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a timer due to the nature of how we've had to set this up. Yeah. Again, Miami kind of by the books. Mendoza not quite so by the books, but still a little kind of, yeah. You know, we're not going to see much. Hopefully the spin gives us a lot of variation. That's all I'm hoping for here.
Definitely, and if we, I think we're going to. Is it Santa Fortuna after this?
I believe it is. Yes, it is Santa Fortuna after this. So we will definitely be seeing at least 3 maps. Obviously, with it being first to 2.5 points. So we use the 1 point for a win, half a point for a draw. And yeah, first to 3 points will take the match. So we're guaranteed to see at least 3 maps. And obviously, there are no picks and bans in Roulette Freestyle. Every map is randomly spun when the match is set up as well. So the players don't get to pick their stronger or weaker or ban their weaker maps in this. Anything goes, essentially.
What we'd like to see. I think the spin should be going live any second.
Yep. And it is. Okay, so for target number 1, we have Silence Pistol as the lawyer. For target number 2, we have Sniper Rifle as the sommelier. Okay, so 2 kind of awkward-ish disguises, both unique. Both can be a little bit awkward.
Kills not too bad, of course, because there are two free snipers on the map, both as loud and a silent.
Yes. Don't believe there's any silenced pistols on the map, though, is there? But they'll probably bring one in anyway, without the need for much else.
Yes, there is silenced pistols. You can take down the mercenaries. Some of them carry SMGs, but one of the ones who tails Yates has the, I think it's one of the Hackle.
Okay, yep.
Suppressed pistols. So we're seeing the usual way to start from zRune here.
Yeah. I think one of the unfortunate things, I was about to say one of the unfortunate things, you'd probably be hard-pressed to actually find a non-waiter spin, but nope, there we go. Chris is just changing to waiter. I think on Mendoza in general, you'd be hard-pressed to not find a waiter spin unless suit comes up. But even then, there is a suit on the map as well, so...
Yeah, we're also seeing both players looking like they're taking in the bubblegum. We've just seen zRune use that for Tamara to isolate herself so we can move straight on to get ahead of Yates. I think we're going to see the same thing any second from Chris as well.
Yeah, this is really going to be about how they optimize now the disguise grabs more than the 2 ISOs are kind of standard here, I think. But this is all going to be now about who can get the disguises and who chooses to use. I mean, there's a potential to snipe Tamara from somewhere. Where's the sommelier? Obviously, whether you go, I mean, you could snipe her from the mansion, but then at that point you might as well go for Don. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure who will go for which.
Myself, I think I'd be looking at the sniper on Don myself because it is possible to soundproof this upstairs room here.
Yes, you can put him in the bathroom and shoot from the attic is one option.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to see him take down the mercenaries as one would expect.
Yeah, Pidgey suggesting to put Don on the roof and use the pistol from the lawyer's grab spot, which bonus points if they can do that.
Yeah, well, that's another thing we probably could have noted actually is that the silence pistol, it's not a requirement for an elimination. It can just be a pistol snipe from anywhere on the map.
Yep.
And we've just seen zRune there has just taken down the guard who has the silence pistol there as well.
Okay.
I think he has left it on the stairs, but
So yeah, we're going to see... There's going to be a lot of optimization on the disguise grabs here, I think. Both of them have got red guns. I think both of them are from Dom.
yeah, I was going to say it's a map where it's hard to know because usually you can't quite get far enough ahead of... you can't get quite far enough ahead of Yates to...
Yeah.
I can't remember what his wife's called now, is it?
Valentina.
I was going to say Carolina, but I think that's Rico's wife.
Yeah,
I can't remember
Valentina.
her name, but that's the one. Chris is actually moving Yates to the roof.
He's going to go for a snipe of some description. Whether that's going to be a sniper rifle or a pistol snipe is going to be interesting. Now, the lawyer is another interesting one, because if you wait too long to get him, he'll start walking. And once he starts walking, he's pretty much lost.
Yeah, I was going to say he can be a pain. I know he's supposed to go into the little downstairs office, isn't he, in Yates's villa.
Yeah, and he gets there
know...
about the 7.5 minute mark, I believe. So you've got a long wait, unfortunately, if that does happen. He's trying to... zRune is trying to lure the lawyer around, but there is quite a specific spot you have to throw, distract to get him.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be easier at this point if he were just to wait for him to move into position. Oh no, he's got him.
He's got him on the hook now.
And he's going to trank him as well, just to play it safe.
Oh no, he's decided to walk the ground the long way.
I was going to say he's got very unfortunate with the pathing there.
He's got to get his 10,000 steps in today. There we go. So lawyer is down. So there could be.
I'm aware that he didn't need to trank in there, did he? He could have knocked him out.
Yeah, I believe you can just leave him there. I mean, if he's got a trank spare, there's no reason not to, I guess.
Yeah, and he also knows how to bring his pistol back through as well. He's just gonna
pop in the briefcase.
These guards are dumb as hell.
So we've seen two different strategies already. Chris has decided to go for the sommelier.
And he's done it well. He's trunked the sommelier.
So again, he's got to watch out for the lawyer. I'm not sure on the exact timing that the lawyer moves, but I believe it's after about 4 minutes or so. Might be wrong on that. I know I've had issues in roulette previously where I've waited too long for the lawyer and suffered for it.
Yeah, I must admit my timings with Mendoza aren't actually that good, so I don't know what time. Did you know what time it was? Sorry, I think you might have answered, but I didn't quite catch.
For the lawyer, I think he moves on his own about 4 minutes ish, but it might be a lot later than that actually. Okay, so zRune's got the lawyer and is going to pistol snipe with a hackle. Now this is...
Yeah,
he hasn't even hit a single shot yet, unfortunately. I mean, the hackle is a bad enough gun at the best of times, but from that distance is ambitious.
I say, well, I think he's emptied one clip and realised it's not going to happen.
So I'm guessing he didn't bring in any sort of precision pistol with him then, whereas Chris has, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, so Chris, I think, has actually he's also got. I think he's smuggled in a sniper in the attic, even though there are two on the map. So I think he must have brought a silenced pistol with him. Oh no, Chris has only just got the hackle as well. But Chris has got a silent sniper, and he's of course in the right disguise. So I think he's gonna snipe the snipe tomorrow from up here because he's in the right.
Yeah,
disguise.
so he looks like he is potentially going for a. Oh no, but has he just left him? She's fallen in just the wrong place.
He might if he moves around, he might just be able to. If he goes on the roof where he's put Yates, he might just about be able to grab an angle.
That is so unfortunate.
But it has, as I say, it has slowed him down somewhat here.
Yeah.
He spent a little bit of time trying to find that angle.
I think he's just going to run straight down there. He's not even going to waste time by the looks of things.
Yeah, well, it would have been a gamble. Of course, he is in a legal disguise, so he has got to be a little bit careful now.
In theory, he should just be able to run straight through the two guards at the entrance, shouldn't he? Or is he now...
Yeah,
he might be going down for
this change in strategy.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to run. I think. I didn't know it was illegal to be here in the sommelier until you must have to be
Yep.
escorted up here.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's
I didn't
illegal
know
until
that.
the meeting starts.
Interesting. Oh, he's got a bullet impact notice, but he should be fine once he's run through here. Yeah, there we go. So zRune's also gone for a slightly risky KO because Diana and her guards are about to turn up. He has got it just in time.
Yeah. Although,
I think that was one
does
of their
Diana
bodyguards.
enforce anything? I'm
Diana
not sure.
doesn't, but her guard
Her guard will,
would have
yeah.
done if he'd have seen the body, of course. Diana, yeah, she doesn't care at all.
Okay, so he's decided to go in there to get the temperature control. Now, you can do that without bodyguard disguise. But he's obviously not wanting to risk it. Meanwhile,
I think that brings the sommelier up to him.
Chris, I'm getting a bit buffering from, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've got the same thing, so that must be on Chris's end.
Let's just refresh his stream a second, and hopefully that will... no, for me it's crashed. I think that could possibly be a game crash or a PC crash, because that's... that has he's completely gone for me.
It's not looking good, but it's also not looking good for zRune, who has just gone red guns.
Yeah, and I think that is...
Whatever's happened to Chris.
A crash.
Yeah, so let's just start again, basically. Both players with a restart. Hopefully Chris can get in. zRune hasn't even attempted to smuggle anything in, which is surprising.
So with that rip, that'll probably be decided that it's not a respin because zRune effectively has gained no immediate advantage.
Yeah, well, he was about 6 minutes in before, so it would have been a crazy advantage. Whereas now it's probably gonna. Well, I mean, Chris is still alive, so I assume his whole PC hasn't has gone rogue. Yeah, it's just a game crash. By the look of it, he's restarting now.
I know he has said in chats before that his game does crash far more than he would like.
Yeah, that sounds about right for games. It's got to be said. It's unfortunate though.
Okay, so zRune's probably going to have about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Oh, but that guard has followed him, and is he going to enforce? Nope, he stopped enforcing. That's always a bit of an issue when you run through that frisk point. If he sees you climb up to the roof, he'll enforce, even though the frisk is kind of broken, but not always.
The frisk point there, I do tend to. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but I always feel if you run slightly to one side first, he does tend to sort of not follow as strict.
Oh, now he's having
respin given.
Now
no
not,
respin
not
given
connecting to servers either.
Yeah, so we're not going to see a respin. We're just going to have to wait for Chris's.
Chris has now got disconnecting issues. You can see he is not very happy, and I'm not surprised. Okay, he's back in. Gotta get back into Mendoza as quickly as possible because he's at about a 2-minute deficit here. It's unfortunate. But yeah, as Infant says, no respin because he wasn't on course to win the map. And obviously the red guns kind of just compounded that anyway, so...
Looks like we're having a change of strategy as well. From Chris, I think. He's changed it.
Going to go for the lawyer straight off the bat potentially then.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I mean, could you get to the lawyer and get up to Don before he leaves the balcony? I imagine so.
Yeah, I think Don would stay on the balcony.
Oh, zRune not realizing that whole area is enforced. Unfortunately,
yeah,
you are not getting through there in any disguise.
Yeah, I think it's only the Gaucho and the mercenaries who are allowed out there.
Yeah, the mercenary. They're both of them are enforcers for mercenaries. Yeah, it might only be the Gaucho that can kind of freely just run through there.
Yeah, well, I think the lawyer probably must be able to as well once you've been checked.
Yeah, maybe once he's been checked in on both ends of that pathway potentially. zRune going back because Chris
Might
Had
have crashed again.
another crash. Ooh.
Yeah, crash number 2. Info's just confirmed. It's not going well for Chris.
No, this is not going well.
Not what we want to see, unfortunately. Hopefully, he can get in fairly quickly.
Yeah,
I suppose the
unfortunately.
interesting thing to notice, of course, is zRune doesn't even know about this, so he's probably still playing, thinking that Chris is, could be potentially about to take the map. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the
if he
pressure is
tries
still
to
on, even though he
smash.
doesn't, he doesn't know it right now. But he's probably still getting a bit angry that he's ripping. Ooh, got a weird glitch there with the hiding behind the wall. But yeah, this is very much putting Chris on the back foot, unfortunately. It's become a bit of a one-sided map, which is not what we want to see.
Does make it quite easy to commentate on. Only having to focus on one game, of course. Hopefully, he doesn't have the online connectivity issues when he gets back on as well. We don't need to punish him twice.
Yeah.
The Hitman gods clearly weren't very happy with his Miami performance.
Okay, he's back into the game. So zRune, you said before, he looks like he's kind of optimizing a little bit.
It was Chris looked like he was planning a different strat, but then he
okay,
did
Chris, sorry.
crash.
Right.
Yes, we might have yet another.
He's still not going through there, zRune, unfortunately. He had another quick look at that doorway, that gate, but he's definitely not going through there. Or taking the long way around.
That gate's just a waste of time trying to get through that gate. I'm surprised he didn't opt to go around the little back gate, to be honest, and run through the fields. But
yeah,
I still think it's much quicker than where he's going now. To be honest, it's probably about the same.
Chris.
Also, looking at Chris's game, I'm just going to say, Chris, if you're watching the VOD back, if you haven't tried uninstalling and reinstalling literally everything, it's probably advisable. He's getting config file errors and
do something about that resolution.
See, I used to have an ultra wide, and it is good, but it's so bad for gaming. Well, it's not bad, but it just sucks for gaming so much. There's very few games.
All right, Lawyer's going back around for zRune. He's taking the long way around again for some reason.
Yeah, as info's just pointed out as well. So due to the crashes, he has now got a photo finish window of up to 3 minutes.
Yes.
And he's got a lot of load time to work with here. So again, to take info's exact words, it's definitely far from over.
Yeah, it could quite easily. Yeah, I mean, he is exactly 3 minutes behind. 3 minutes and 1 second behind in in-game time at the moment. So yeah, you're right. He is optimizing. He's getting. Oh, wow! Really? A reverse spot from the lawyer there.
That was an excellent head turn.
Yeah.
We've also seen zRune's got to go an alternate way to get back up to the villa because he now has the silence pistol he needs with him, and he's also got the trank he needs as well. Because I think he might have wanted to do the pistol on Yates this time potentially, but
no, he's going over. I think he's probably just realised he can't do that from the roof with
the hackle. Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't go well for him last time, did it? That lawyer's taken the same path all the way around a couple of times.
Right. Oof. Dodgy head turns all day long. Okay, he's got the lawyer. So yeah, Chris is definitely optimizing by going straight for the lawyer this time.
Yeah, so the only thing he'll have to worry about now is whether or not he can get Yates down.
Okay, he's taking a different route as well.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he smuggled in a sniper this time, or I think he might be heading over to where the Gauchos have their, because they have a suppressed sniper over there, don't they?
Okay, today I learned you can get on that roof and jump down. There we go.
Yeah,
He's into the field. I did not know that was a thing.
I have literally never seen that before in my life, and I have several days playtime in this game.
Oh no, sorry. For a yellow on zRune, I thought he'd ripped, but he's got red guns. I'm assuming still from.
From B8 CS.
Yeah, but the sommelier is off on a little walk.
Yeah, so he's drawn him up with the lure again, the temperature change. I don't know why he's going to meet him. I feel like because this is where he got red guns last time. I think he must have been followed by a guard though. Actually, I suppose he saved a few seconds there doing it that way, but he's now just got to be careful where he wants to go because these guys are a pain.
Yeah. He obviously wants to go up through the basement, deciding against it by the looks of it. In this case, you might be... Ooh. He almost got caught by the head turn there. They're going to now guard the stairs instead.
I can say he's going to have to look at another route.
Yeah, I think in this situation, I'd probably try to take the longer route around. I don't think it's worth...
No, I think he's too far in now to bother. He's going to say he's best off using the shortcut up here by the waiter, I guess is where I don't know what the actual name of the room is, but
so Chris has optimized a lot here. Don has been poisoned. Yeah, and he is on his way to the toilets, and he's already in the lawyer out disguise, and I'm assuming he's about to get the silenced pistol, unless he already has one.
No, so he's going to get one off the
so he's going to have
the first one. The first one he's got drawn here is the SMG, but he just needs to just go and KO the.
So he saved a lot of time by not doing the kind of traditional strat here, which is good to see that something other than waiter can be viable.
Yeah, and I'm guessing then we'll probably see him. So he must still have a smuggled sniper, and I'm guessing he's going to use his other seeker dart to
probably through
get Tamara in the bathroom, and he should be able to.
This could end up being very close, depending on if zRune has a sniper.
zRune has the car keys, and he has all the guards isolated up here, so he can just use the loud sniper for free. So I do still think it's... well, it's not game, because of course we have the photo finish.
The 3-minute window now.
3 minutes. But as I say, we'll be seeing zRune finish shortly, I should think. So we can start a rough clock then as to... zRune interestingly missed his first shot from about half a foot away.
Ooh, Tamara's not in a very nice position there for the seeker shot.
No, I think you can get them from where Chris is going.
Oh, he's going to go for a nice long range.
He does have 2 darts to work with.
She's just about to move,
though. Just about to move. Is he going to go for it? Needs to be careful. No, he's going to...
Meantime, zRune is out.
Yeah, Chris attempted one shot, but
worth going for one, I guess. He can probably go into the little... So we're on about a 3-minute timer, so I'm not sure this is viable within 3 minutes now. Especially with all these little things that adjust. It's going to take her a little while to get down there.
Oh yeah, no, he's pulled the seeker off. I think this, if he can get down to the, he's not got a trank for the sommelier.
Yeah, of course, he still hasn't got the disguise yet, so I think the 3 minutes is probably out of reach now, unfortunately, but he's going to do well to get the sommelier and get back there in 3 minutes. And then obviously the mandatory 12-second exit.
Yeah, as you say, Infofun's currently said he'll wait out the time, see if he rips or anything like that. I think Info's probably hoping he doesn't get it, so he hasn't got to figure out all the time. Because we'll have quite a few low times from Chris now. Whereas I think zRune, he had a couple of long runs rip, but I don't actually think there was a crazy amount of restarts from him.
Okay, so Chris moving both of these guys because Tamara can go to either of those 2 bathrooms. I don't really know how they decide, but she can go into either of those 2. Similarly, she can go into either of the first 2 if she comes from the other direction. But of note, he still doesn't have the sommelier, so this
Well, he did draw the sommelier up though, so he can go and grab him.
Okay,
very
so
quick.
he might be able to
So
catch
he
him en
can-
route.
Gotta be careful. But, so he's currently going to be in the room with all the security guards, and one of
Yeah,
them
this
does
would be
path quite
this
close.
would be
so
very
he's probably
risky.
gonna
He
have to-
doesn't know that he might need to play risky here, unfortunately. I don't think there's any way of leaving him there without him getting spotted, but
Yeah, so
it might be depending on where that guard is on
Chris
his route.
Yeah, Chris has got a minute left, so I think
Yeah, I think time
he's
is
gonna have
very
to-
quickly running out.
he's showing his frustrations. I think it's just a bit too slow, isn't it? He's going to grab him here though.
Yeah,
Soon
if he
as he's
still
behind
had
his
another
guard's
trank
back.
dart there, he may have been okay.
Don't throw him. Don't throw it. It's fine. He didn't hit.
No,
So
there
to
we
be
go.
honest, Chris
Confirmation
Chris
there.
has brought this. Chris has brought this back. To be fair, he got a lot closer than you might expect. Even if he does come to, I mean, he might still get the photo finish window, but it does look highly unlikely.
No, it's been confirmed now, so it's
definitely.
1-1 on the scoreboard, and just waiting for the next map to be added to the list. And to hope that my
Yeah, I mean,
overlay has
Chris
not
did
crashed.
crazy well though to bring that back as far as he did. With, I mean, they were two very long crashes because he had the troubles connecting back as well. Surprisingly similar in-game times, or what would have been anyway.
Yeah, just the couple of game crashes just turned that one around, made that in some ways a bit one-sided. Let's hope.
It was a commendable effort from Chris. He's got nothing to be ashamed of there. He's done really well.
No, and
5
as we
minutes
do
until Santa
not
Fortuna.
yet see it. There we go. Santa Fortuna is next up. So now this is, I think, going to be this could be really interesting because now we've got 3 targets.
Yeah, this is where a difference in strategy is probably almost certain because we did see both players go for similar. I think they did technically alternate, didn't they? There, but I think they tried it so many different ways. It was hard to. There's a little bit of a blur, but this way we'll probably see both players split up. Maybe straight away.
And of all the bigger maps, Santa Fortuna is the one that causes most people headaches anyway. There's a lot of viable starting points. There's no one starting point really that you always see in Santa Fortuna. You see varying start points, varying strats. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting, and I hope we get some form of live kill here. That would be nice, and to see who they go for on that front. Maybe even a loud kill.
So it looks like we're seeing Rune set up with a mansion staff start, so we'll be seeing it and both in fact. So probably looking at an early Rico isolation for both currently.
Yep. Obviously, that will depend on the spin potentially. I suppose could depend on the spin. On whether they think potentially he could be better for a live kill. But yeah, next map will start at 44, so we've got about 3 minutes until the next map starts.
So we're seeing very close setups here, both with the Seeker at the Coca Fields for Franco. Just the difference of a snail versus, strangely, a concussion bomb, which I personally don't know what that's for, unless there's a strategy I'm not aware of.
No, I'm not sure on that either. Obviously, zRune's got the snail, which is kind of, for a lot of people, that's kind of a default loadout item now when there's no other obvious.
It's a good safety item, I would say, isn't it?
Yeah,
the snail
can get you out of a
Even
sticky
if you don't use
situation.
it, it's always, as I say, it's always a good panic item, especially with them not having tranks, with them bringing the Seeker currently. Seeing Chris load in early.
So obviously being 1-1 means we are going to go to at least a 4th map as well.
Yeah, we've seen both players take each other's. Oh no, it wasn't picks actually. Was
No,
that I'm thinking of a
it's
completely different
all
tournament. But either way,
in freestyle. So yeah, no picks
I
or
did. I
bans.
have read the rules. I promise. It's just it's a long day. I'm one of the unfortunate few who's been working today on a bank holiday for us UK guys.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
It's given me something to look forward to, though, isn't it? Getting to watch some freestyle. Ben should be coming any moment now.
Yep, Chris just kind of
Just over
running
30
through the
seconds.
motions, as we normally see. Yeah, anything specific you want to see? I'm still waiting on a loud live kill. I think that's going to be a real fun one. But
Yeah, I was going to say, I wanted an elimination loud of some kind, for sure.
yeah, obviously didn't pay
Especially on
him
Self-Fortune,
fun
actually,
enough to rig the spins, unfortunately. So
there's no optimal way to do really a loud pistol elimination on this map because all
no,
targets.
I think Andrea would probably be your go-to, but that's obviously going to depend on the disguise as well. And spin is here. Do you want to run this one?
Yeah, of course. So we've got the silence pistol, so unspecified for that one, as the submarine engineer. We have a cleaver specifically to melee, so it is a live kill as the barman, and a next snap as the Cocoa Field guards.
Okay.
What's your first thoughts here?
I like the cleaver melee. We've got at least one live kill in there. And as the barman, we might see Andrea there potentially, just because he's in kind of proximity to her. But I'm not seeing any obvious route through because you've got the sub engineer and the barman are near each other. Cocoa Field Guard is obviously really far out of the way, but is next to Jorge, so
Yeah,
I think that one might be.
Yeah, Chris has got in quick, and he's getting straight for the barman.
Yeah,
and he can grab a cleaver on the way because there is a cleaver in the little shed halfway up the road there.
Yeah, so yeah, possibly heading straight for Andrea, quick Andrea, whereas zRune's going for the submarine crew start, which might be
is strange because I was going to say, I hope he doesn't think it's submarine crew because it is specifically the engineer.
Yeah, who is in the fishing village. Yeah,
in the village. Yeah. I think so far Chris is definitely. So I imagine we'll see Chris go and grab the cleaver, get Andrea possibly in the meeting room because it's fairly safe in there. And then he can actually run back to the fishing village after that to grab the engineer.
Yeah, no, so zRune looks like he's going for this. So this is a kind of newish variant for Rico, where you lure him using the submarine and get him in the corridor on the way to.
Is that what this concussion? Is it a proximity concussion? This?
Yeah, looks like
he
it.
must knock himself out there.
Focused on zRune there, but Chris is in Andrea's little garden there.
Yeah, he's just distracted one of the I forget what their guards are called. Street guards, is it?
Street guards,
like
I think. Yeah.
So it looks like he is going to wait until she comes down into the meeting room. It's an interesting disguise, that street guard, because it's not actually very useful, is it? Because when you try and jump out over the wall, he's not a gardener. I always forget sort of what he actually is. He's technically nothing.
No, he's just a random NPC, isn't he? But he is an enforcer, isn't he? To the we can
just
see
a bit
him
of
there.
A stalker, I think, of Andrea.
Peeping Tom. He peeps through that little hole in the wall.
So he has just run up and taken the evidence out as well.
Yeah.
So now we're going to see him, I assume, run in and
obviously
Andrea to
got through it. Yeah, got to remember here it's melee. There we go. This is the other thing that could be interesting is players obviously need to remember And you could even get melee. I mean, you could even get a combination of like melee, thrown, and an elimination in one spin, and that's when your head's really going to be like, which one's which?
Trying to remember which one, yeah.
But I like.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
think these
as Infos
additions.
just said there, Adam. Yeah, it requires an actual melee prompt, so
Yeah.
you can't just use a thrown kill there. You actually have to run up to the target and
Yeah. The idea there was that we kind of hopefully see potentially a few more live kills and just a bit less of the standard isolations in some cases. Try to throw up a few things that people might not be expecting.
So yeah, Chris has just grabbed the submarine engineer.
Yeah, and his run is looking
I'm not sure why
very
he did the
optimized
pistol
so
shot.
far.
He knows Santa Fortuna quite well, it looks like. There's a strange coin to grab. We've just seen zRune's just got himself caught trying to break in to grab the cleaver there.
He can just jump through the window on the side, which you may not know. Okay, so Chris has got the keys for the basement, so that's a nice little optimization. And the submarine engineer is legal here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he might be heading down here for the same isolation that was planned from zRune.
Yeah, potentially.
Which I think would make sense actually, because then that saves the next snap as a Cocoa Field guard for Jorge, which obviously means disguise is already in the area. It does seem fairly well optimized, this current path. Barman obviously and Cleaver sort of on the way to Andrea. Submarine engineer, you know, it has this opportunity to bring Rico down.
Yeah.
And,
Colour just saying Chris's sound is weird. I'll just switch the players over. We do have Chris's audio. Let's just chuck zRune's audio on, and hopefully that will fix any weird audio issues. So yeah, zRune's going around the back of the construction site, going up probably straight towards the barman, and might even try and get Andrea first cycle as well. It looked like that's what he was going for. You should be able to get her still in her little side room. There we go. Rico is on his way down. Gets a silence pistol to the back of the head, and now he just has the next snap in the Cocoa Field, which he's going to leave for Jorge. And he has planned and optimized this very quickly. Obviously, he's had a legal disguise all the way through these caves. He's now going to have a legal disguise in the Cocoa Fields.
Yeah, he's just has to use the map there to find his way out of the maze that is.
I have to do the same thing every time. No matter how much I play this map, I do not know my way around still.
I can do everything except the underground, but as soon as I'm underground, it's like a whole new world. Yes, Adam. So it does have to be. So the silence pistol has to be the submarine engineer. It's basically just not locked to a target. So the conditions themselves are still locked, but you can pick whichever target you want. So, Chris has got some fairly good timing on Jorge here. Actually,
Yeah, very good timing.
He's
He's got peekaboo there, and he shouldn't have much trouble getting a Cocoa Field guard as well. Probably, I was going to say, probably better off letting. He might have been better off letting that guy come around. Oh, but close combat. He's got red guns, but can he? Can he save this?
Amazingly, it looks like he can.
Think he has.
Get the dump through the window. He's of course in an illegal disguise, so he's got to just play this.
He can knock this guy out as well, and that will.
This guy could see him through the window.
Oh, that was a
perfect,
incredibly lucky head turn.
Is it lock or is it skill? That's the question. Quick neck snap here.
Just double checking. Next snap.
And of course, helicopter exit. That should be a fairly safe GG. Now, I don't think he's left many bodies around anywhere else. Not that can really get found anyway.
That was an incredibly optimized run.
Yeah, that was very close to flawless. I think, did he actually even rip? I'm
I
not even
don't
sure if he
believe he
did.
did. No. 7 minutes 12. That's a very very good. That's a solid run for any type of roulette. Spitting 7 minutes on Santa Fortuna. So very well played.
Yeah, that was. I mean, there's nothing to say about that. I mean, a little bit questionable at the end there with the close combat herd, but handled it very well.
We'll call that
Definitely could
skill,
have panicked.
skill and not luck
He
there.
could have. He could have tried to get the knockout when he wasn't quite turned or anything like that. He knew to wait, knew to play it quite safe. It was very well done from
Yep.
Chris.
And our
I think
confirmation
that's
there are
him.
four.
That's him punishing his own game for making him crash in Mendoza.
Yeah.
I think.
Confirmation for the fourth randomly spun map is Chongqing. So these maps are spun before the match takes place. So the guys do know what maps are coming up and in what order, but obviously they don't know how far through they're going to have to play. If zRune takes this one, then we will go to a fifth map decider.
Haven
which
Island
is Haven Island indeed. Everyone's favourite map. And especially what we want to see for an unlimited time decider.
Time decider. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I guess we'll find out. I've not actually seen either player play Chongqing. I'm not sure what they're both like, how confident they are.
No, I can't say I have either.
I'm doing the research currently.
Furiously typing into our stats.
zRune's 2 for 2 in RR stats on Chongqing. He's 100%, 2 from 2. I'm just going to have a quick look at Chris as well.
Imagine Chris is probably cursing the fact that without bans in place, he still didn't get Berlin. But
Chris is 6 from 10, so he's played a lot more.
Okay,
than that.
lot
so
of
60% win rate is definitely nothing to scoff at there at all. And as GK's just said, Chris is pretty great at H3.
Yeah,
he definitely is.
Yeah, he is.
I heard he is pretty good at this game. Yeah, he's not bad. So yeah, we've got 2 currently planned different starting points as well. We've got balcony and
and again, this your starting point here. Now this is why 2 live kills would be really awesome because Hush, you kind of always go for quickly because if you let him go too far on his cycle, he is tricky to get. Which means if a live kill comes up, yeah, and I think if a live kill comes up, they will probably lean towards Imogen, but obviously it's going to depend on what it is as well. Let me just have a quick reminder of myself. The banned conditions on this map are consumed poison and fire. Fire, the only place being to get that is in the server. The core. So you're not going to go for that one. And consume poison also not being viable.
We've got so the pretty much coming up in 1 minute as well, just to let everyone know.
Yeah, so pretty much everything else here is fair game.
Yeah, it's time for that rigged loud pistol elimination, I think.
Loud sniper rifle, loud pistol elimination. That'd be lovely. Not that I'm trying to.
I think we might have to save that for Haven because have you got anywhere to be in the next 3 to 4 hours?
Yeah, spin will be coming up very soon.
Yeah, we need to have at least one loud pistol in the game.
Yeah, we've only seen one of the new kind of conditions in that cleaver melee, so excuse me. Obviously, as the competition goes on, we will see more. This is only the first match, so we're still kind of learning what's viable and what's not.
The spin's just gone live if you want to go for it.
Okay, we have Next Snap as the homeless person and Shotgun as the perfect test subject. I feel like we're going to see a balcony and a very quick shotgun onto Hush here.
Yeah, and of course it's another unspecified shotgun, so it can be suppressed.
Suppressed or loud.
See some silent shotguns.
think. Although actually, it looks like Chris is actually starting in the block, which is interesting. I would personally go balcony, go straight for Hush. Obviously, the homeless
I think he
person.
might be going block because block he can still get to Hush very quick and he can take the cams out as well. Well, he could if he didn't have a trank actually.
Okay, yeah, Fanium's saying definitely block start to get the homeless man. I hadn't even thought about that, if I'm honest.
I don't think Chris has either. He's tunnel
Chris,
vision straight to.
yeah, so
straight
Chris
to the
could
perfect
potentially
test
be
subject.
going. Yeah, so I think we might actually be seeing two varying strats here.
He's just got to be careful here because he doesn't want to soft. I don't even know if it is a soft lockdown. Actually, he just needs to be careful. He doesn't lock down
Yeah, that could
Imogen
be.
while she's on her little video call with Hush.
zRune just splattering shotgun shells everywhere. Hush has gone into lockdown.
Yeah,
It's
and
not the
I
worst
don't think
lockdown that
he's.
could happen, but it is going to cause a few issues because Mogwai is a bit of a troll at the best of times.
Yeah, he's gone for an interesting one because it's a bit of a strange room to. Oh, he's just been caught gun flashed as well, so he's just triggered another lockdown from the trank shot. So Hush is now going to run even further away.
Yeah, he's going to run somewhere else.
His scuffed run has finally come to an end.
Tried to savor that one, but I don't think that was going to happen. Chris is going
Chris
for his
meanwhile's gone
smuggle.
red, but I assume he's fine, is he?
Yeah, he's going for his smuggle there.
Red. So that's his shotgun out
And
of
is
the way.
possibly going to go for the homeless. Yeah, he's going to go for the homeless person by the looks of it. That's briefcase ain't coming with you.
As I say, he's got to leave his shotgun behind if he's not going to take it with him, which isn't too bad.
Okay, just going straight in there with a snail.
I understand. Yeah, well, I assume it must draw at least one of the guards over.
Yep, he's got a trank in hand anyway, so he's going to trank him. Probably trank.
Oh no, the doctor guy just doesn't care.
Doesn't see him yet.
Yeah,
he is oblivious.
Yeah, he has not a care in the world.
Okay, so we are seeing two potentially different strats here, because I think zRune is probably highly likely to go for the test subject here. Has the shotgun in hand or on his back.
Yeah, I still think we might be seeing the perfect test subject shotgun Hush for even Chris. I think he might just swap when he's upstairs.
Yeah, at least he would have. I mean, he's got that disguise really available. Obviously, the perfect test subject is in the block with Hush, so it's not really a difficult one to get. No, he has gone next now there, so now he's just going to go for not going. Okay, he's just going to get this disguise probably just so he can get over to the test subject easier. Hasn't shot a drone yet, I don't think, so he will have to do that in a minute.
Replan. We've got a replan coming in from zRune there as well.
Yeah, he looks like he might be going now. Oh no, so he stayed on the balcony, but he's put a shotgun in smuggle this time instead. He obviously isn't happy with those trying to do a shotgun distraction, which I can understand.
We're seeing Chris make a break. He's going to shotgun snipe a drone. Interesting.
zRune is causing a lot of panic, which it is working by the looks of it. Yeah, I think his problem was that shotgun was the shotgun on the camera was causing a panic and a target lockdown. You can just run past that camera if you wait a few seconds.
Enough,
So Chris has perfect test subject on. Must be a little chilly in that disguise, but doesn't seem too fast.
Yeah, so I think he might be thinking himself here now because he doesn't have a pistol to take out that camera, so he has got to has got to sneak around it. To
He
unlock
does
the
have a
door.
lockpick though.
Yeah, it just about keeps him outside of the camera's range. He is going to shoot it though.
Ooh, just missed it. That shouldn't matter, but as long as those guards over there. Nope, the guards in here, so that's all good. Well, zRune going.
He's left it slightly too late though, because Imogen's got slightly too far up in her little cycle there to where he won't be able to hide.
Yeah, so he's going to change disguise. That'll allow him to get straight down into that area. Of course, her bodyguard is an enforcer.
I was going to say her guard will enforce, yeah, so he's got to be a little bit careful.
Meanwhile, zRune has the perfect test subject. Just going to... I think he smuggled his shotgun down on the middle floor, which is a little bit kind of awkward to get. Yeah, going back into the block guard. I think he just realised that he's not going to get down there easily as the test subject.
Yeah, this definitely isn't super easy for Chris either, because he has got to land this trank on Imogen's guard. He is a bit of a weird guard.
Gets him. He's going to make sure she doesn't turn around, which she hasn't. If she turns around and screams, those street guards will hear. Nope, he's got her down.
And he's remembered to go and change disguise as well.
Yep, and then just remember to pick up the briefcase and not snap a neck accidentally, which has happened many times.
Yeah,
Although I think it's probably less likely on PC than it is on controller. Go.
Did miss the first shot. He's going to go for the the moped exit, and that should be a nice GG there. Quite a good run again from Chris.
Yeah, well optimised again.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted to do. I think as soon as he loaded in, didn't he? He clearly had like a vision.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the premise of freestyle. Really, is a lot of it is that quick thinking and trying to work out who the optimal target is for the kill condition. You know, that's quite a large chunk of what roulette is essentially, of what freestyle roulette is working out quickly who you think the best target is for the best set of conditions.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's also, I think his game might have crashed before the SA screen.
So oh no.
I think admin's discretion, I think
will probably just jump back in his VOD and just double check. And he has confirmed it there. There we go. So you can see at the bottom of the screen, Chris took Miami, zRune took Mendoza, and then Chris is taking Santa Fortuna and Chongqing for a 3-1 win. Good match. Not quite as many spicy spins as I had hoped for, but obviously we do have a lot of matches left, so we will see some spicy spins. We've seen some really good optimization by Chris, especially on Santa Fortuna, and there on Chongqing as well. Mendoza was a bit of a hiccup for both of them, but overall,
yeah, I was going to say Chris got very unlucky, didn't he, on Mendoza with his couple of crashes.
Yeah.
Happens to us all. Unfortunately.
Yeah, let's go straight over to the brackets.
Yeah, I was going to say, info, you need to make sure we get some more spicy spins, please. We'll love some spicy spins. Loud eliminations. Thanks very much.
Yeah, that will be, as the tournament goes on, I'm sure we will see some very interesting spins crop up. So, yeah, Chris goes through to round 2. He will take on the winner of Speedster versus some random person. Not much else to say on the brackets at the moment. This is the only match that's been played. So
we'll get some more information later tonight. I think we've got 2 upcoming games.
Yeah, I just jumped. Yep. So the upcoming matches. So these times are in BST. These are in my local time. So we have a match at this will be 2100 CEST and 2200 CEST. I believe In for Fun is casting the Linux Penguin versus Ashton match. I don't think we have a caster for Chromex and Rocky yet. That may be me. Yeah, and then we have 3 matches coming up essentially tomorrow. The first one is at 1 a.m. CEST, second one at 3 p.m. CEST, and then 8 p.m. CEST. So I believe all the first round matches are scheduled now, and they've got until Saturday to play them. So we've got a little bit of time on our hands, but yeah, I'm excited to see what we get for the rest of these, and there's some very exciting matches coming up. So,
Yeah, as I say, as soon as the more and more we see of the new conditions, I think people will realize. So it's actually a lot more different than normal roulette than I think you originally realized with the increased live spins. Well, or the
yeah,
potential for them anyway. We'll definitely see a lot more of
and
those
I know
coming up.
a lot of people have been playing these kind of outside of competition, obviously, and obviously you get a lot of planning in that as well. Whereas I say one of the key things on freestyle is that you don't get any time to plan. Like normally in roulette, you would just look and go, "Oh, okay, I've got to kill so and so with that." But in this, you don't have that. You're looking at it and you're thinking, "All right, who do I kill with each condition here?" So there's a lot
Yeah,
of
I think
quick
the
thinking.
free choice is both a blessing and a burden because it makes you potentially overthink things.
Yeah,
Because you know it's similar to bingo in a way. You're trying to think of all these crazy routes and stuff like that. But it does allow for some great gameplay. I think we saw both players go for very similar kills on each of those maps there. But the more we play, the more we'll see many split decisions. I'm sure between players.
yeah.
It'll make for some great watching.
Indeed. So I'll finish off by saying, yeah, if you want to see the current upcoming matches and get pings for when the casts go live, check out the Providence Discord, which I've just linked to in the chat. Yeah, I don't think there's much else left to say. We will, yeah, the next match, as I said, is at 21 CST, so that's in 3 hours. I can count.
So I can barely do time. As I said, 3 or 4 hours, something like that.
3 hours, and I
Yeah, 3
believe
hours.
that is on Infun's channel. So yeah, I think that's going to be about it from us. Thank you to everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the new format, and hope we will see you for the rest of the matches. And yeah, unless you have any final thoughts, we'll...
Bring on the next one.
exactly. Awesome. Right, I am going to, yeah, we will end it there, and we'll see you for the next one.